I love that it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything. I'm able to charge retail, I'm able to sign people in, I'm able to charge a membership, create many different membership packages, whether it's recurring or a one-time payment. So a lot of the business side features is something that we really benefit from.
You could benefit from Beyond the Whiteboard as well. You can sign up, and if you contact them through the QR code that's in the top right of the screen or through the link that's in the description of the video, you will get a discounted rate of their all-in-one customer system gym thing. So they'll give you, if you're already a member of Beyond the Whiteboard, they will give it to you for free for a year, so no extra cost. And if you're not a member, they'll give it to you for something else, half price for a year, I think. That's pretty good. You're coaching at a gym now full time, Wykie, are you?
Not full time. I only coach 2 classes a week.
Oh.
So very, very basic. Yeah, not a lot.
Do you have enough sway to get them to change their operating system or no?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, there. Have a word. That's one.
Yeah,
all right, we've got Bryson, top 1% Delmonte, as Augustus alluded to. We have indeed got Amanda Harry.
Yep.
And we've got Wykie. Am I saying that right? I always feel like I know how to say it, and then I say it, and then I lose confidence in what I just said.
No, it's really good. Spot on.
So it's a hard
Wykie.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. Wykie's biltong is awesome. Oh, we call that a penis. That's weird. Oh, the beef thing. All right. What else was I going to say? Right, Amanda, I was looking at your YouTube.
Yes.
You do really well, like views-wise.
Thank you.
Very impressive. You got like 32,000 views on your 25.3.
Yeah, it really helps to get them out there early. I feel like people are looking for things before they do it on Friday. So I try to do it right after it's announced on Thursday so I can get the video up right away. And then I also try to give a little bit of commentary because I feel like a lot of people just put out the video and it could be a little boring just to watch the same video with no commentary over it.
You sound really like Miley Cyrus.
I've heard that before.
Oh, wow.
Do you sing like her or just talk like her?
I don't sing like her.
Maybe you're better off. All right. We've got 3 topics. Bryson, you're close. Oh, I need to share my timer. There we go. All right. Bryson, you're closest to me.
So I go first?
Yep. So you get to pick between 1 and 3, and that would be the first topic as well. So it's kind of an advantage.
Oh, we'll go in order. I'll go with 1.
Okay. CrossFit Open is over. Last week we had James, Jason, and Dallin on, and they talked about who was the most, maybe not surprising, but impressive performance of the Open. So I thought I'd ask you 3 guys, who is the most underwhelming performance of the CrossFit Open? Bryson, you got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
So I think when we're talking about who underwhelmed or who overwhelmed, it's all based off of expectation and what you know they're capable of. So I don't think it should be a surprise to anybody when I say Colton was the most underwhelming performance in the Open this year, because he didn't win all 3 workouts. And the fact that he would even let 2 people, even let 1 person beat him in a workout, but letting 2 people beat him in a workout, getting 3rd in 0.3, I just think is pretty ridiculous. I don't know if he was dealing with something like some sort of food poisoning again, or maybe he just didn't try. Maybe he was just getting tired of winning. But yeah, I think Colton was the most underwhelming performance in the Open for not going 3 for 3.
Yeah. What a puss. I love that he's watching. Is that Brian Friend? Who is that? All right. I don't really know who. He can't think Bryson is Brian Friend because even he's not that bad with names. I'm guessing he thinks Wykie because he's wearing a hat, but it's not. All right, Amanda, you got 60 seconds to tell me who the most underwhelming performer in the Open was. Your time starts now. Go.
Okay, I'm going to go with the obvious one, and that is Tia-Clair Toomey. I think we all expected her to be a little bit better than she was in this Open. This would be, I believe, her worst Open finish to date. And she kind of phoned it in. I mean, the first workout, I think we were all pretty surprised when she stood there for 3 minutes while her husband went on and kept working out. She submitted that score temporarily. That score was like 2 reps better than my score. She would not be top 1% if she left that score. She did it again. She did do better. But that was a pretty poor performance. Then with the thrusters, she said that she hadn't thrustered since Rogue. Still did very well. I think this is just showing us that she's taking at least the off season off so that she can do, her high rocks. But I think once she dials it in, the fact that she's still top 1% proves that she could win the games again. Easy.
I thank you to not say high rocks in such a patronizing tone. All right, Wykie, you've got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
I think the most underwhelming performance was probably Dave Castro. I don't believe he finished the last workout. I guess my expectations of him was a bit higher. No, I think Tia Claire Toomey by far was the most underwhelming. She came 523rd in the world in the first workout, which for Tia is just it's crazy. So I do blame Hyrox. I think that is the reason why she's so weak at the moment. But I mean, she got 87th on the second workout and then 63rd on the third. So just, for someone who's always up there in the top 10, it was pretty underwhelming. So not sure exactly what's going on or how serious she's taking the season, but she was definitely a standout for the most underwhelming.
Done,
man. Done.
All right. For those of you who haven't watched the show before, Bryson, you now have 20 seconds of rebuttal times. Bryson, your 20 seconds start now. Off you go.
The people who disagree with me are the same people who think Hiller videos are negative or mean, because I am disappointed in Colton because I know he's capable of winning all 3 workouts and he's capable of not losing to anybody in any workout ever. So that's why he was underwhelming, because he is so fit and so good at CrossFit. So if you disagree with me, you're wrong.
All right, Amanda, 20 seconds. Off you go.
I actually like Bryson's pick. I think that it's not really a rebuttal, but I sort of agree with Bryson that in some ways Colton's performance was a tiny bit underwhelming in the final workout. He came in saying he was going to win them all. He had at the end of his workouts, that's 1, that's 2. And I didn't see it, that's 3.
He's going to be so pissed. Okay, Wykie, last 20 seconds are yours. Off you go.
I think that's ridiculous. I don't think anyone expected Colton to win all 3. I think he's never won the games before. We're talking about Tia Claire Toomey, like she's won the games 100 times. I think hers was definitely the most underwhelming.
Let me just check. 100 times. 1.
Maybe closer to 7. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be crazy if... we'll talk about it after. Because there's another question coming up, so that's fine. All right. Okay, points. Oh, shit. Points. Wouldn't it be great if I had a producer? That'd be great. Right. Bryson's on 2, Amanda's on 2, Wykie's on 1.5. He was on 2, but then he said nobody expected Colton to win all 3. And I was like, Colton expected Colton to win all 3. All right. Amanda, you're up for the next topic. We continue to go in order. You want just topic number 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Topic number 2. What is your just far too early prediction for who's going to win the CrossFit Games? You've got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
I think Colton Mertens. No, I don't think Colton Mertens is going to win the CrossFit Games. Maybe. But my actual pick would be Dallin Pepper to win on the men's side. I think he looked so good in that final open announcement. He looked focused. He looked like he was running his own race. He broke up those deadlifts, even though Jason was going unbroken or close to it next to him. He stayed in his lane and he had confidence. And he's won the games as a team. So I think that he has the capabilities. I think he has the mindset and the physicality to win the CrossFit Games coming up as soon as this year. And then on the women's side, I like Alexis Raptis. I think that she's dialed in a lot of things. I think she's worked really hard on healing her gut, and she's in a healthier place than she's ever been before. We've seen her be top 10. And with some of the people sitting out this year, I think that she has a real chance to make it onto the podium and possibly win the CrossFit Games.
Good stuff. All right, Wykie, off you go.
I don't think any of us can imagine a world where Ricky Garrard does not win the CrossFit Games. I think the story of him being, banned and then coming back and then falling off his bike and hurting himself, I think the story has to be completed. And the only way you can complete that story is by Ricky Garrard winning the games. I also think he's getting pretty desperate. Like, he's getting on in the years, he's getting older. So I think his time's running out. So I think if he can get a injury-free run this year, not roll his ankle while doing, Chad or something stupid like falling off his bike, I think my pick this year on the men's side is Ricky Garrard for sure. I think the three boys, actually, I'll leave that for my rebuttal. But on the ladies' side, Tia-Clair Toomey. I think it's a pretty easy one. She'll win for the 101st time.
You nearly said 101th, and I wish you had.
I was about to say 101 time. I was, yeah. English, second language is hard.
Okay, Bryson, 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
I think on the women's side, it's pretty easy to know that Tia-Clair Toomey is going to win the games, but I think everyone sides with that because we put all this weight on the title of fittest on earth, and I think people forget about that on the men's side, and I know James Sprague is the fittest man on earth right now, and I also know Colton is having hell of an off season after missing the games last year. So I think on the women's side, Tia is going to run away with it. On the men's side, Colton and James are going to be tied going into the final day, and they're going to battle it out. And honestly, I'd like to see Colton come out on top, and that's my pick for the 2026 CrossFit Games champion or 2025 CrossFit Games champion and 2026. Why not?
Both. Two good. You heard it here first. He is not retiring after this year. All right, rebuttals. Wykie has an ace up his sleeve for this one, apparently. All right, Amanda, 20 seconds are yours. Time starts now. Off you go.
Tia's great. I am not 100% sure Tia is competing this season. I think she might be, but I think there's a chance she might retire after the Torian Pro. So if that were to happen, open field. And then on the men's side, Colton winning would be awesome. I just think that his build isn't going to lend himself to actually winning the CrossFit Games.
Because he's short.
He's short.
All right.
Mass.
Wykie, your time starts now. Off you go.
I just think the hype around Dylan, James, and Jason, the three boys, I think it's going to be distracting for them. So I think those three boys are actually going to, fall out of the bus, to be honest. I think Colton's a good pick, but I agree with Amanda. I think he's a little bit on the short side. So just some workouts where he's just going to be too far off the mark. Yeah.
It's a pretty big day for you two because you just got added to Colton's little hate list that he psychs himself up for workouts with. You just replay those clips, both of you, for calling him short. That's enough. It's enough to get on there. All right, Bryson, last 20 seconds are yours. Time starts now. Off you go.
That's where I was going with that, Peter. I think those two comments just solidified my prediction even more. And I don't even think they're going to be tied going into the final day now. Colton's going to be winning just because of those two comments. Those were the straws that broke the camel's back. And he's going to be 2025 champion and 2026.
God, I'd love that. Have any of you guys ever almost shit yourself in a workout?
I did before.
Or like, when you're warming up, you actually shat yourself.
Yeah, I was 100% sure I did. When I was doing them live last year on Sevon's, Taylor started the clock like 10 seconds, and I was so nervous, and I thought I shit myself, and I did the whole workout thinking I'd shit in my pants, like just a little bit, but then I checked afterwards, and I didn't.
Cool. That was lucky. Have you had that feeling, though, where you're like, warming up for a workout, and you're like, oh, man, do I need to go? Am I going to shit myself if I keep going with this, or will I persist, or will I bail? Like, I assume everyone's had that feeling at some point in their CrossFit life. You can just not say anything, Amanda. We can just imagine. The where I'm going with that is, though, how fucking insanely impressive is Alexis Raptis that she has essentially had that feeling for the last 3 years pretty consistently. Like I did an EMOM here about a week ago, and halfway through I was like, oh man, am I going to shit myself? And I slowed down so much just in self-preservation. The fact that she can be as good as she is with the dicing with like, oh, is it? No, I'm okay. That's fucking crazy. And then if Tia can win, I'd love to see Tia not touch a barbell again after the thrusters until Torian, and then again until the games, and just see what she's capable of as just like a freak. Because it's just like, it's crazy that she's where she is with it's basically just muscle memory, because all she's doing is quarter squat wall balls and jogging. All right. Scores. I should have been doing the scores when I was saying all that, shouldn't I? All right.
It's all right. I'm
Vicky's
winning.
still-
Everyone already knows.
Vicky's still losing.
Mate, the Rick Gerard story is insane.
Do you worry though that he's that guy? He's like the individual athlete equivalent of, you know, like a team of Galacticos. That's this like amazing team, the best team ever that just doesn't win anything. And they're like, oh, remember that team from the 90s? I don't know any fucking Bryson, give me a football or basketball reference, but like I'm thinking of, you know, there's some great Arsenal teams that were amazing, but just never actually won anything. Play beautiful football, nothing to show for it. Just like,
I mean, I was thinking
memories.
of Liverpool all the way up until they did win in the COVID year, but the Klopp years, like leading into that, every year,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this is the year.
This is the year. This is it. Oh no, he fell off his bike. This is the year. He twisted his ankle. I just worry that that's going to be his story. I hope it's not, but
Don't worry, man. Just relax.
I'll
Don't
give a
worry.
March Madness reference as like Gonzaga, who always does really well, has a high seed. We think they're going to make it to the finals, and they don't ever win. I think that's Ricky.
who's that?
Gonzaga, it's a basketball team, March
Oh, okay.
Madness, NCAA. It starts like tomorrow.
Oh, okay, cool. That's why Patrick Clark couldn't do the Open, because March Madness starts
Yeah,
the
yeah.
week after the Open.
He said that. That's what he said.
Oh man. Anyways, okay. Vake's on 3, Bryce on 4, Amanda's on 4. We've won Gonzaga, the Bulldogs, blue blood mid-major. That's
Those
like
are all true.
CrossFit's having a stroke, like just falling onto the keyboard. No, that doesn't make any sense. We've gone from the strongest women's field for a long time to the weakest. Yeah, I don't know. Did anybody else get that though, where you're going through the leaderboard? And I know like Laura didn't do the Open, and you know, like there's people that are injured and people that have like retired. But like when I was looking at the leaderboard, there was no point where I like Laura didn't enter my head looking at the leaderboard.
Well,
Like
she's
it's
retired.
But it's crazy how quickly that just like, it's like out of sight, out of mind. I was just like, well, she's just not doing it anymore. And I just moved on. It was like, ooh, Alexis did well, or wow, Fisa Gaffi was pretty impressive. But it's like all those people who are like, I didn't look for Vellner once. And every other year I'd be like, oh, where's Pat? Like he needs to make a jump now or whatever. Whereas this year I was just like, couldn't give a fuck. Like just, you know. Crazy.
Well, I also think the weakest women's field was when Tia was pregnant, because Tia's that good that just her not being there alone is like 10 times less powerful than 10 retired people this year.
Yeah, I think Tia not being there is an immediate asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
If people talk about the Sprague asterisks or whatever, I think it's an immediate like, well, Tia wasn't there. Okay, we have won. Amanda knows how much March Madness sucks for sports media, but it doesn't start until next week, Patrick. Anyway, okay. Last topic. You don't even need to fucking defend anything there. He's like painted himself into a corner. He can't get out. Okay. There's a lot of shit happening with CrossFit being bought, being sold, being for sale. We're never going to sell it. We have no intention of selling. Hey guys, anyone want to buy this thing? So there are some rumors of some bids. 3 rumors. One of the rumors, or well, 2, involve affiliate. I swear to God, none of these people are frank. They involve affiliate owners getting together and purchasing part of the company. So that's what I've heard, is that certainly one of them is going to be, all right, we're going to buy the company. We're private equity. We're going to buy the company. I swear to God, though, we're real nice. I promise. I really promise that we will be good. I promise. That's all written in the contract. And they said, oh, we're going to sell part of the company to affiliate owners. And my question to you is, would affiliates owning CrossFit or part of CrossFit work? Wykie, you've got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
I'm happy with affiliates buying into CrossFit, but they can't be the ones running it. It'd be like the lunatics running the asylum. You know, like I think CrossFit gym owners are not, in my experience, the greatest business people. And so I think the only way this works is that they have the majority share, but there's still a CEO, there's still a bunch of executives that run it and kind of serve the affiliate owners for the outcomes they want. But I do not think it's a great idea for CrossFit affiliate owners to be running the company. But perhaps there is a scenario where they own the majority share and they've got this team that kind of serves them and their outcomes, whether they're those, whatever the outcomes are that they want. So yes, I think there is a world where it works as long as they are not the ones actually running the company.
What role would they have then?
Well, I guess they would just, bring the outcomes they want to the team that will then serve them or deliver those outcomes. The other question is, can they actually afford it? Like, I don't think, actually, I'll leave the final rebuttal.
Yeah.
Out of time.
All right, Bryson, 60 seconds. Go.
So I do not think that affiliates should own CrossFit. And I kind of have the thought process, like you kind of just mentioned, what would they do if they were there? Because I also agree that they shouldn't run it. They shouldn't have any say in it. HQ is not a person. It doesn't have any emotion. What it is something to deliver a message and a mission. And the affiliate model works so well because if you want to have emotion with people and have certain choices that are outside of that mission, you can do that in your own affiliate. But for CrossFit, I don't think all they should be talking about is constantly varied function movements, high intensity, eat whole foods. And that's what they're trying to get after. They don't need to be talking about Floyd 19. They don't need to release a statement about political issues going on like that. And we've seen with affiliates in the past that they've wanted CrossFit to do stuff like that. So they don't have any part in buying it.
All right, Amanda, 60 seconds. Off you go.
Yeah, I agree that affiliates shouldn't run CrossFit. or own CrossFit. I think it's too many cooks in the kitchen. I think there'd be no way to make all of these affiliate owners happy. It would end up dividing some affiliates. And I saw a comment actually from Patrick Clark saying that some affiliates can't even run their own gym. And I have been a member of many gyms over the last 11 years of doing CrossFit. And that is true. Some affiliates can't even run their own gyms. So I think that it would become a distraction. Maybe an owner that has a relationship with affiliates, but like someone who was involved in affiliates at one time, but no longer is. I think the affiliates they have their own interests. And I don't think it's necessarily the best interest for all of CrossFit and for HQ, which is a company and not an affiliate. And those are different things.
I haven't heard this one before. Would it be too many cocks in the hen house? Too many dicks on the dance floor? All right, Wykie, rebuttals. Time starts now. Off you go.
Well, I guess we're all in agreement, I think. But I think it's, I don't think affiliates can actually afford to buy CrossFit. I think if you take what it's worth, even if it isn't a devalued state currently, and divide it across all the affiliates, it'll be too much for affiliates to afford anyway. So I think the question is kind of redundant in that sense that affiliates couldn't afford to buy CrossFit, I don't think.
It's redundant, but that's not why it's redundant. All right, Bryson, 20 seconds. Off you go.
The affiliate model works because HQ has a mission and it's not a person with emotions. And at the affiliate level, you can do whatever you want and you have your say by affiliating or not. That's what you get. That's what you're giving to CrossFit or not giving to CrossFit. That's your choice. You don't need to own it.
And Amanda, last 20 seconds are yours. Off you go.
Sort of what Bryson said, the affiliate model works because affiliates can do what they want in their gyms. It allows each gym to have its own unique flavor and be its own thing. If the affiliates were to own CrossFit, it would change that dynamic as well. And I think that having different affiliates have different feels is part of the value, and CrossFit needs someone overlooking it that has their own thing.
I mean, I feel fine saying it now because I'm not going to sway anyone, but it's the stupidest fucking idea I've ever heard in my life. Like, it is so dumb.
It's up there.
It's insane. I assume what the plan is. I assume they're not going to do it at all. I assume they're going to say, yeah, guys, I promise. Once you back us to buy this company, I swear to God, we won't just strip it for parts and sell it off. I promise. We'll keep 51%. You guys can have 49%. Anyone that wants to invest can invest. If you don't want to buy shares, you don't have to buy shares. The more money you give us, the more shares you get, whatever. I assume that's the pitch. But I mean, like I have seen some pretty shit affiliates. So the mind boggles at that being and like all of you guys have kind of alluded to there, the fact that, like, I mean, you look at any affiliate town hall, you speak to affiliate owners. I did my level 2 a few weeks ago, and there was affiliate owners at that, and some of the stuff they were saying, I was like, what? Like, what? How you expect? What? It's just like, it's nuts. The lack of like urgency and self-development, and then you're not bringing that back to your gym, and then that's the attitude you do bring back, and then your gym are like, well, fuck this, I'm going to another gym, and then you blame CrossFit for people leaving your affiliate, and now you're a board member or whatever of CrossFit. Like, fucking hell.
Right. The people who want the affiliates to own CrossFit are the people who complain about CrossFit not doing enough for them.
Yeah.
It's the same group.
Yeah. It's the same group who probably de-affiliated in 2020. It's the same group. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, the guy who's been talking about it for the last however many weeks reneged on his affiliate fees and was de-affiliated. And, you know, the only reason I want this to happen is so that it wasn't him that did it, because I just think the irony in that would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
if it happened and he wasn't involved. Yeah. But anyway. Okay. Good God, I just hope that doesn't happen. Okay, points at the end. Amanda wins on 6.
Oh,
God, that is crushing.
Man.
Bryson's on 5.5. Wyke's on 5. That's
I'm on team YouTube with Amanda, so we're on the same team.
there was two things actually that people didn't hear before we started. One was, well, my mic wasn't working, but I was remarking how it was cute that people were Wykie and Amanda both said, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, Bryson," and I thought, you don't know him yet. And then, the second thing, actually, we talked about that on air, didn't we? Your YouTube channel, Amanda, you got 20 seconds to talk about whatever you want to talk about, so you can promote your own YouTube. You can, I don't know, whatever you want to talk about. You just got 20 seconds because you're the victor.
yeah.
Off you go.
Okay. I'm not going to necessarily promote my own YouTube channel, but I think there are a lot of great YouTube channels in this space doing awesome things. And you see a lot of people on the screen with those channels right now. Also, we have the Community Cup coming up. I don't exactly know what it's all going to look like, but I think people should get involved in it and support their affiliates and work out and enjoy this new thing that we get the opportunity to be a part of.
Have you guys heard of anyone doing that? Like
I'll do it.
A gym push? No, but like a gym pushing it, or no?
The Community Cup?
Yes.
Yeah, are Charlotte doing it?
We're making it a competition. Like, we're gonna run like heats,
Like an intramural type
like
thing?
have it as like an in-gym competition. The Community Cup, yeah.
Amanda, are you doing it in your gym?
Yeah, and I believe Diablo CrossFit in Pleasant Hill, California is doing a big thing for it as well.
Are you doing it in yours, Wykie?
Yeah,
What's the name of your gym?
It's called Train Humble.
Okay. I like to train arrogant myself, but fine.
That helps me a little bit more.
Amanda, what gym do you go to?
That's an interesting question. I am in the process of switching gyms. I will be going back to Diablo CrossFit.
Okay. Wow. Whoever your current gym they're gonna rewind that bit where you said, I've been to some shitty gyms in the last 7 years. Just gonna listen to that.
I have been to a lot of gyms. I've moved a lot. I've been to a lot of gyms. Yeah,
you've got like a graveyard of gyms behind you. There's a common denominator there, though, isn't there? All the gyms are different, but Amanda's the same. I'm only kidding. Okay. Congratulations, Amanda. Great debut. Wykie, thanks for waking up early. At 6 a.m. over in Australia. That's a great little acoustic wall you got behind you. Bryson, thanks for coming on. Very entertaining. Anyone subscribe to Amanda's YouTube, subscribe to Wykie, subscribe to Train Sentinel, I assume?
Yep.
You know, I was going to play an ad today saying that there's 50 lifetime memberships to Train Sentinel available, and once the 50 are gone, they're gone. And it launched last Thursday, and I said, oh, I'll play that ad on Wednesday. They're fucking gone. All the spots are gone. I never got to play that ad once. Not one time, and I'm disgusted. Thanks everyone for watching. Go and watch the video on Method that I put up. The highest, second highest open signups is an insane gym. Crazy. Yeah, go and watch that, please. Thank you very much. Thanks to be on the whiteboard as well. Also, goodbye.